Hello, sports fans. This is the dog. Yeah, wearing a headset today. I'll get to that in just a second. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a nice weekend. I don't know about you, but I go, yay, 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 yay. Still no NBA. Could care less if they ever play. Bunch of greedy prima donna. Adios, NBA. Every week I come in to do this show and they haven't signed a contract. Yippee. Hope they never sign a contract. They don't deserve to be paid zillions of dollars for playing a stupid game called basketball, and they're greedy, by the way. Well, the reason I got the headset on is I'm so frustrated. I'm not an SU football fan, but I'm really frustrated with Doug Marrone. My good friend Alan Brigno up at Geneva Times, the Finger Lakes Times, has been telling me he's the answer for SU. I'm not so sure. Is he Marrone or is he a moron? Is he a librarian or is he a fiery football coach? Well, we know one thing. If you watch Doug Marrone, they were 5-2 after their signature win against West Virginia a couple of weeks ago. Since then, they have lost 2 in a row. Now they're 5-4. They lost to Pascaloni, that woeful team in Connecticut this past Saturday. But if you check Marrone out, where's the fire? Where's the grabbing the player? I don't mean you got to beat the player to a pulp, but shake a couple. Grab their helmet, slap it on the side of the head. Throw your clipboard down. Take this headset off and throw it to the ground. Show some emotion. He reminds me of a librarian. Here's my impersonation of Doug Marrone. That's all he does. He chews gum. He goes through 25 sticks of Wrigley a week. Where is the fire? Where is the belly? Where is the explosion of this team not performing to the skill set that they should be after 8 games? Now they got 9 in. They're 5-4. Next up, South Florida. They're dead last in the Big East. And Jimmy Sennacobi made a good point. They're better than Connecticut. Then they finish up with Cincinnati at home, and then they go on the road for Pittsburgh. Come on, Marrone. Get it. Get a life. Get some fire in that blood. Show me some gusto. Is he a librarian? Yeah. Mr. Marrone, I got 4 books to bring back to you, and I'm sorry, I was late on one of the books, so I owe you $1.25. That's the kind of guy I perceive when I watch Doug Marrone. He's a clown. He's not the answer at Syracuse, and you heard it first here. LSU over Alabama. Defense, defense, defense. What a defensive struggle. I know there wasn't much offense. I kind of like defense. I'm hoping for an LSU-Stanford final championship game. For that to happen, Stanford has to get by Oklahoma State. Stanford's 3rd in the BCS most recent poll, whereas Oklahoma State is 2nd. Come on, Stanford. I would love to see Andrew Luck in the finals. Let's go to the NFL. How about them Bills? Don't be looking for playoff tickets quite yet. The Bills looked woeful. They looked the worst I've seen them all year, and I'm not a Bills fan, so that made me feel pretty good. The Jets looked awesome. Great defense, Sanchez. And old Plaxico Burress, he's got that rust from prison finally wearing off. He's catching the ball over the middle. And Santonio Holmes, what else can I tell you about that guy? The Jets look superb. On a scale of 1 to 10, I gave the Jets an 11. And oh, by the way, the last time the Bills wore those home white jerseys, 86, 25 years ago. You know when they'll wear them again? 25 years from now. And oh, by the way, CBS sent their A-team to Buffalo, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms. You know the next time that Jim Nantz will be in Buffalo? To get some wings, not to cover the Bills. They looked horrific. Now they go on a 3-game road trip. The Giants and Coughlin, what a big signature win that was against the Pats. You knew, and I knew, that Brady was going to put New England ahead. But what a great comeback by Eli Manning after throwing a key interception in the 4th quarter. The Giants on the road, what a sensational win. And I don't want to talk to Gordy Heinz and any of you Steeler fans today because I'm sure you're in an ugly mood. The Steelers lose 2 to the Ravens. They lose on Sunday night by 3 at home to their hated rival, Baltimore. Not a good day to talk to a Steeler fan. How about the 49ers? They just keep on rolling. How about the Bengals? They used to be called the Bungles. Now they're playing great. Cincinnati, pathetic. Washington, pathetic. Green Bay, they're so superior. Let them go to the Super Bowl now. I don't know who's going to beat this team, if anybody. And how about Miami? Sperano, they didn't give up on that guy. Matt Moore, the quarterback. And they went to Kansas City and destroyed the Chiefs for their first win, taking them out of the Andrew Luck sweepstakes. By the way, let's switch to NASCAR. The big baby duet brother team of Kyle and Kurt Busch. These are multi-million-dollar kids. They make a lot of money. Okay, I'm jealous of that. But they also are crybabies, and they also do stupid things on the track. And they get on people's nerves. They get on Jimmy Johnson's nerves, they get on Jeff Gordon's nerve, and they certainly get on Tony Stewart's nerves. Well, Kyle Busch in the truck race kind of got bumped into the wall by Ron Hornaday. That was a racing accident. What does Kyle Busch do? He deliberately takes him out and slams him up against the wall. Guess what? Mike Helton and the France family, kudos to them. They didn't come out with a $100,000 fine. Oh, by the way, you want 100 grand? Let me go to my pocket and hand it to you in $100 bills. You know what they did? They gave him a timeout. You're checking out my show. What do you do with your kids' acts up? You give them a timeout, right? You send her or him upstairs to sit about it and think about what they did wrong in their bedroom. They sat him down for Saturday's Nationwide and Sunday's Sprint. Congratulations. That's the kind of punishment we need more of in the rest of the world of sports. Major League Baseball. Do you know, here's a quick trivia question, I'll give you 3 seconds to come up with the answer. There was one player in this past Major League Baseball season that played all 162 games. You know the answer? 1, 2, 3. The big guy, Prince Fielder. The answer of the trivia question. He's a big dude. I know I got a center gut, size 34 tire, but that guy is huge. You would think during the dog days of August that he would want a day off. 162, played every single game. I bet you didn't know that. You know what, folks? I spend a lot of time complimenting people for doing sensational things. We're going to compliment a bunch of them as I wrap up my show today. The persons of the week. Hobart football, what a heartbreaking loss to RPI. They led by 21 at home. You got to win those games, Hobart, even though Hobart is 6-1, having a great year. And a guy that we did a special show some time ago, the Hammer Whitfield of the Geneva boxing team, knocks out Bruni Bohe. Last week in Albany, he's had 3 fights. He's won all 3 by TKOs. And congrats goes out to the Waterloo volleyball team. They won their first sectional championship since 2004, defeating Attica. And kudos goes out from the dog to William Smith soccer team. They beat Skidmore. Why is that important? They won their 5th consecutive unbelievable conference championship. And to my friends at the Hobart hockey team, they lost their opener, but they swept 2 over the weekend now to go to a record of 2-1. Much more on the Hobart hockey team as the weeks go by. And Ray Citilini, a former boxing great, Varick resident, has had some issues, obviously, with a concussion and the head injuries that he suffered boxing way back when. Ray Citilini received the very prestigious Jerry Flynn Courage Award at the Rochester Boxing Banquet held this past weekend up in Rochester. Congratulations. And speaking of Ray Citilini, we'll have more on him on the Doug and Paulie show coming up this Wednesday. Hey, a reminder, whether you vote for me or Jimmy Senecropi, get out and vote tomorrow, Election Day. And on the Doug and Paulie podcast for this Wednesday, not to worry, Jeff Panic, who's back in town, the new Waterloo athletic director, will be joining us for about 20-30 minutes to talk about the Waterloo sports program. Take care, everybody. That's a look at sports. Is Marrone a librarian or a football coach? I believe he's a librarian, and I believe Marrone is not the answer for SU. Take care, everybody. That's a look at sports. My way.